What it do, y'all? It's your girl Makeup and Travel, and for today's video I am here to do my swatch video on Miss Fumi and Juvia's Place. I am so happy that I finally got this collection. I've had it for a little while, but you know, you just gotta kind of be in the mood to record, and I'm in the mood, so I'm here to bring you guys swatches. So if you're interested in seeing swatches on this full collection, then just keep watching. Alrighty guys, so if you did not know, I went ahead and got the full collection. I love Fumi, love her to death. I found her channel by Makeup Struggles, formerly here on YouTube. She still has an Instagram and I still talk to her here and there, so that's really cool. But anyways, she did a video talking about YouTubers you should watch out for, and she was focusing on Black creators, and I somehow made that list. I still will never understand, but also Fumi made that list, and ever since that I have been in love with her. So if you don't know Fumi, she is a 50-year-old woman that didn't get married until I believe she said 47. I will link her video down below, of course. And she just had her first child, and the best part about Fumi's channel and her videos is you can see the sincerity in all of her videos. You can see the love and the warmth, and my favorite part of each video, especially when she's reviewing something, she's like, "Ula, is this FDV approved?" And then he says it, and then she always says, "Yes, it's FDV approved." And she's just the best. She's like a glam goddess, and I aspire to be that. I enjoy watching that, but I know me, like I can't remember to be a glam goddess. Like, I have plenty of jewelry. Where are my earrings? They're on my nightstand. So glam goddess I will never be. But long intro aside, I love Fumi. I really enjoy Juvia's, and I wanted to buy this whole collection. Okay, so that was actually a really long intro for me. I never do long intros. But anyways, the side says Juvia's Place. On top you have Fumi times Juvia. If you did not know, the caricature that they created this based on was a photo that Ula actually took of Fumi, and that's awesome. That really is. If you're wondering, I know I haven't talked about the whole Juvia's Place debacle, mainly the owner on my channel. I don't like drama. Never been a thing that I enjoy. It's interesting to like watch it unfold, but some type of drama, if it's too close to home, I get stressed and I just get annoyed super quick, and I want it to be resolved and get out the way. I didn't watch it unfold, and that's, to be honest, because I don't really care. From what I know, and I could be very ignorant on this, and I probably am because I did not keep up on it, Juvia's Place was first like jabbed at because some Black creators believed that they weren't supporting Black creators. In my opinion, I don't understand that. Like, all Juvia's Place does is promote Black people. Like, the whole theme of the line, the whole theme of the makeup brand is African themed. So for me, I feel that that's far-fetched, and I get it. You don't want other cultures to particularly be maybe more highlighted on Juvia's, but at the same time, Juvia's needs to not isolate these other cultures just because you want them to focus on Africans and African Americans. So for me, that whole situation was like moot. And then after that, the owner went on a little Twitter situation. Honestly, Twitter is dangerous at this time and age. I don't know why people are still on it, because people be going off on the mouth doing this, that, and the third that they have no business saying. So for me, I just find whatever she said to be honestly irrelevant, and yeah, if you don't agree with me, fair game. But for me, I still love Juvia's. I haven't been purchasing as many things from them just because things haven't been catching my eye and I've broadened my horizons, but they're always a brand that I will still always go back to. So yeah, I did not cancel them, nor did I cancel some other brands that other people cancel. I still order from Kat Von D on occasion when I want to. She's already been through her like hiatus with me. So yeah. This is the bag. The bag is really, really nice. I like the fabric, and Fumi is actually like a matte finish, whereas the bag is like a shiny finish. It's not necessarily as big as I thought it was going to be, but it's still big, don't get me wrong. But just seeing it on YouTube, I thought it was going to be bigger, if that makes sense. But that's how I feel about a lot of makeup things that I see on YouTube. I already unboxed everything and just kind of put it in neatly. So I put the two lip glosses on top and the palette on the bottom. So the lip glosses I am super, super excited for. This first one is called The Queen. And of course, this is the first time that Juvia's Place is coming out with lip glosses. They still have the like single packaging, and they actually did keep plastic or put plastic on the lip gloss, which I think is actually nice. You know that your lip gloss is actually brand new. You know somebody in the factory didn't like mess with it. And it still has that same casing that the liquid lipsticks do, and the same compact overall. But this is, oh, she is right, this is a really deep purple lip gloss. I am swatching this because I'm actually going to keep this. This is super unique for me. So it is like a really deep like grape color, really deep, and this is unique to my collection, so I am going to be keeping this. And if you're wondering, I was just checking the ingredients, and there is a flavor and there is a smell. It's like a very sweet like berry, like fruit smell. I can't really pinpoint what fruit it is, but okay, but it is a really nice smell in my opinion. I'm not mad at it at all. And if you didn't notice, there is a kind of very nice detail where on Fumi's lips on this packaging, it actually has the berry lip gloss. The other lip gloss that there is Royalty, and it is a light brown. I'm actually not going to swatch this nor take it out the packaging because I've already promised my best friend to have this. I have a good amount of brown lip glosses that are in this kind of color family. The only uniqueness about this is that this is like an actual neutral. She said that she wanted an actual neutral, not a cool, not a warm, a neutral brown lip gloss, which I think is very nice. But I don't need another brown neutral lip gloss. And once again, my best friend's birthday actually just passed, but we're celebrating it soon, so I want to give her some more goodies, so I want to give this to her. So we're gonna put that away. And I'm sorry if you guys wanted to really see me swatch that. I don't want to swatch it and then give it to her unless I wasn't expecting to give it to her. You know what I mean? And then the last thing that we're going to be talking about is this baby right here. So this is the Queen's palette in this collection. And it comes with the same amount of packaging as always that they provide for their palettes. And it has the same cover art. Super happy about this. It does have a plastic that already fell out, and then it has these 6 shadows. Now if you are half of a fan of Juvia's Place, I'm not going to sit here and pretend that these shades are unique. Just looking at them, they're not unique. I will be doing some comparison swatches for you guys, but like I said, Fumi is a really big, she's one of my favorite YouTubers that I love to support, and I had to. So I'm just gonna go ahead and swatch each one. The first one is the purple, and this is called Adrian. If you did not know, Adrian is her son's name. So she felt like it was important to do that, and she said she did purple for his name because he is royalty. I will of course have her video in case you don't want to hear me explain it. Next is red, and this is Ula, and this is her husband's name. And I can't remember her reasoning for the red. I think it was because like red for love, or maybe I'm just reaching, but she did name the red one after him. Next is this like coppery, like warm red type color. This is really pretty. She named this Glam, and that was because she loves glam. She does love glam, and I wish I could get there, but that's just not me. I love t-shirts. So yeah, very pretty color. I can't wait to put this with the red. Yes. Next is FDV approved. If you don't watch her videos, it's a champagne. Everything that she reviews, she always says if it's FDV approved or not, and that's Fumi de la Basso. So that's what that is. Next we have Sister to Sister, and she has a series on her channel where she talks about just like things that she wants to like chit chat with us about, and it's like a sister to sister series. So it's like this really nice neutral kind of blushy tone, if you will. And then the last color in this palette is called 7, and she said that this is a very important number to her. I think she said that she married Ula on like the 7th, and her son was born on the 7th. It's just a bunch of combinations like that. So it was very important to her, and so she wanted to name a shade after her, that number in her palette. So these are the 6 shades in her palette, and of course the liquid or the lip gloss that I'm going to be keeping. If you didn't watch her video, she stated how this can be not only a eyeshadow palette but a blush palette, and you know, I never really do that, and I don't know why, but that's definitely something that you can do, especially with these colors. These colors can easily be both blush and highlighter on my complexion, so it would be interesting to travel with this palette specifically, only having this with like blush, highlighter, and eyeshadow. I think I could get so many looks out. Well, I don't know how many looks I could get out of it, but I think I could get different combinations on my face completely using this palette. So I am really excited to use this palette. Of course, I will be using it when I am no longer on hiatus when it comes to makeup, but I did want to come on here and swatch it for you guys. I love Fumi, I really do, and I enjoy Juvia's Place's formula. I enjoy them as a brand, so overall I was down to support this collab. I don't know if it's sold out yet or not, but if it hasn't, I will also have that link down below. And while my nose is itching, I'm going to continue itching off camera, but I'm also going to go ahead and get all of my other Juvia's Place palettes so we can do some comparison swatching. So give me 1 second while I itch and search. So I have, oh no ma'am, the devil is a lie, not today. Okay, so I have quite a few Juvia's Place palettes. So we're gonna kind of just go palette by palette and see if we see any similarities. And if there's a similarity, I will swatch it so you guys can see. So these are the first 2 palettes. This one is the Fumi palette. This one is the Zulu palette. They both have pinks and purples in them, but they're very separate. They're not the same. So we're just gonna go ahead and skip that. Good Lord, I have nowhere to put this. And my nose is itching again on camera. God forbid it itched while I was off camera. Okay, alright. Get it together, sis. Okay, let's see. Well, we know the Tribe palette. I mean, maybe, or maybe the, no, that's not, no. I don't even know why I pulled that out. Okay. Next, the Zulu palette. I don't think this has anything. Yeah, this is not the Zulu palette. This is the Afrique palette. I don't think these have anything in common. They both have reds, but the one red is clearly deeper. Let's do FDV approved against Angelic. Okay, these aren't that far apart. There's clearly a difference, but we're gonna swatch them. Okay, so the first one is the FDV approved, and then the second one is Angelic. Angelic is clearly more pinky toned, whereas FDV approved is more like goldy toned. So definitely not the same. And depending on, you know, how strict you are on that, you either know that or you don't. Next we have the, what is this? This is the Saharan palette. And I think the big thing I'm going to be comparing in this one is the reds. And these, you can clearly see that the reds are different. I don't know if you can see on camera, but this red is definitely deeper than both of these reds. There's like no if, ands, or anything about that. So that's an easy skip as well. Oh, is this a... Oh, I found a potential. Okay, let's talk about this. This is Bororo and Glam. Oh, this is completely different. Oh, I shouldn't even done this. Bororo is like a red metallic, and Glam is clearly a coppery metallic. There's clear differences between these two. So, excusez-moi. Okay, let us keep going. Next we have the Deuce palette. And this is clearly not going to be similar. Neither are any of the other colors. So let's just go ahead and keep going. Next we have the Festival palette. Okay. I think these two reds look similar. Let's go ahead and swatch the two reds and the two pinks. Yeah, okay. Let's do that. So Izafa in the Festival palette and Ule, they're different. They are different. So Ufasa, what? I closed the palette. What is the shade? Izafa, I'm sorry. Izafa in this palette is clearly, Loki looks more pigmented. I don't know if that's valid, but, oh crap. I just swatched the FDB approved palette twice. Okay, hold on. Let's get this together. Okay, so this is Izafa and this one is Ule. They are similar, they really are, and for reds, I don't think you would need both. So if you have that one and you really just wanted the red, I would say don't even stress over it. And then Irigi and 7, they're two pinks. Irigi is on the top one. Let's see how that goes. And then 7. So these are pretty similar too. Yeah, this one is slightly warmer than the one under it, but it's very slight. It's not a huge difference. So we're just gonna go ahead and keep this Festival palette standing by because that seems to have the most similar colors so far. Next, what is this one? This one is the Saharan 2. And this might have some coppery colors for me to compare. Yeah, we have some coppery colors. This one doesn't have any shade names. So I'm just gonna swatch Glam. Oh yes, it does. Glam against Nomad. And that's their middle shade. Yeah, these are pretty similar too. Okay, so Glam is on top and Nomad is on the bottom. Glam is definitely more orangey and definitely more metallic than Nomad. But overall, they're super similar. And do I think you need both? Not necessarily. I think you definitely could have duped yourself with this one if you wanted to. So I'm just going to go ahead and keep that one on standby as well. Next, we have the Nubian 2, which I don't think we have very many similar colors. I think at most Zuri might be a similar color. So let's just go ahead and check that one out against FDV approved. And you still have quite a difference between them. So Zuri and then FDV approved. Zuri is definitely warmer and darker, and FDV approved are definitely more cooler toned and brighter. So we can go ahead and put that in like the no bin. And then we have the Masquerade palette. And let us see. I think the main thing that might be duped out here is again those champagne colors. So let's just go ahead and swatch both champagnes. The top one is Giza and the bottom one is Daria or Daha. What? Dahia. Oh, okay. So Dahia is very similar to, let me make sure. I'm going to swatch FDV approved again. No, okay, I'm glad I did that. So Giza, which is this one, is closest to FDV approved. So if you have the Masquerade palette and you really just wanted the champagne color for a highlighter, if you're a lighter skin tone, you could just go ahead and use the Masquerade palette. So I'm just going to go ahead and, oh my gosh, I'm just going to go ahead and put that to the side as well. And then the last palette I have from them is the Magic palette. And this one, I think, to be honest, the only thing that might be similar is this red. So let us go ahead and swatch those two to compare them. First we have Koji, and then we have Ula. So Koji and then Ula. Okay, so Ula is definitely, not definitely, it's slightly deeper, whereas Koji is more vibrant. Is it going to make a huge difference on the eye? I wouldn't say so, depending with, not with my complexion. Maybe with the lighter complexion, yes, but with my complexion, it's just going to kind of run together. So would I have needed this palette? No. And actually, while I'm here, let's just go ahead and try Nana, this shade right here, and compare it to Sister, because that's the only shade I have not compared, I believe. And these are pretty similar too. So Nana is on this first one, and Sister is on the second one. So Nana is definitely more neutral tone, whereas Sister is definitely more of a peachy and lighter. So very, very interesting. That actually, Nana might actually be a really nice blush as well. I'm happy I did this. So I think what I'm gonna do is, on the screen right now, how have I already stained this palette? Like how? On the screen right now, I'm going to show you guys the dupes that I have found in the various Juvia's Place palettes, in case you just want to see the closest things that I have found. If you have these palettes, maybe stay tuned. It is the Festival palette, the Saharan 2, the Masquerade, and the Magic. Those are the shades that I found to be most similar to the Fumi palette. But for me, it literally wasn't about the colors necessarily being groundbreaking or something that I was going to reach for every day. It was more of supporting Fumi, and also having another face palette. I truly enjoy my face palette from Juvia. Okay, y'all. Okay, y'all, so I went ahead and swatched all the shades from the Fumi X Juvia's Place first, and then I did either the same shades that I found in the video, and then one shade, this neutral one, I found a closer match. So I'm actually going to tell you guys which match I found in that. So let's just get started. First, like I said, this is going to be the swatch from the Fumi X Juvia's Place. This is in the shade Ula. Then next to it, I have the shade from the Festival palette, and it is Izafa. This one is the shade from the Fumi palette. It's 7. And then the one next to it is Iraji. Then next we have the shade from the Fumi palette, which is Sister to Sister. I'm trying to make sure my camera is actually focusing on my swatches. This one is Sister to Sister. And then next to it is actually from the Festival palette as well. And this shade is Manumu. This shade is Manumu from the Festival palette. Next to it is the shade Glam from the Fumi Juvia's Place palette. And next to it is the shade from the Saharan 2. And it is called Nomad. And then the last shadow that I swatched is the FDV approved from the Fumi palette, and the one next to it is from the the Masquerade palette, and is called Giza. Now, the only changes that I made from these swatches, from the swatches that you guys literally just saw, is that I swatched Sister to Sister next to Nana. It was a completely different match, so I figured these are definitely closer, so that's why I showed you guys these two. The only shadow from the Juvia's Place Fumi palette that I did not find a dupe within my collection is the Adrian
is the Adrian shade, and that is a royal purple. In my collection, I don't have a royal purple from Juvia's. So I'm going to stop talking and just show you guys the colors. I'm going to change the background so you guys can literally just see the colors and focus on the colors. And in my opinion, if you have the Festival palette from Juvia's, you don't necessarily really need this palette unless you really want to support Fumi, because that already dupes out 3 out of the 6 shades by itself. So yeah, let's get to it.
First face palette that I actually had in my collection, and I've gotten a lot of wear from this. I actually hit pan in this shade, and I want to hit pan in this one on top. So for me, it was more of supporting a really lovely YouTuber and getting another face palette at the same time. I don't intend to really use this as an eyeshadow palette, but as mainly a face palette. So with that is all I have for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will of course have all of my swatches more professionally shown for you guys in case you really want to see them. I'm really excited to try this glossy lip, and it is something that I can actually wear. I can wear glosses, so I'm super excited. And with that all said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always y'all, it has been real. Peace.